Oh, I wish I got a cap for this. Oh well, whatever. Oh. What does that say? Oh, is that my thing? Did it work okay last time with the song?
Yeah, I didn't get a thing for it.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
But then the audio was weird.
Yeah, there is that. Good evening, rain showers. I hope you're well. Doing all right. It's bloody hot all the time. For some reason, this state doesn't do spring. It just goes, oh, it's freezing, and now it's hot. Spring's like my favourite season, and I'm not allowed it. You know, we've got a new person up here today. Got a standing. The boy's over there in the doorway. He's tired and he's cross. He doesn't like it. I think I'd supervise him. Look at him. He's very stern. Much more alert.
Hello. She looks like a television.
Yeah, this is move. Your name. I'm telling you your name. Do that. Yeah.
How dare you share my personal information with people I do not know?
On the internet. How dare you?
How dare
All right. Go hang it down.
She was worried about that. Like,
I've got an ice.
have you given away my social security details to anyone? Look at the thing. She's so pissed.
She's very tempted. She's very tempted. You know what? She has that face. She has a resting bitch face. But actually, she's just concerned about what everyone else is doing. That's really just a trap. She's actually very sweet. Look at that. Look at her. Ah!
I'll kill you. Get back to work. No time
Don't
for
touch
fun.
me. Don't touch me. It's purely a professional relationship. It's right. Look at her. Look.
Yeah. Died.
No, I don't think this is going to work. Do you want to come back?
He's like, no, it's colder over here. On the floor.
I don't want to join him. I'm so hot. Where do we get it from? Amazon. They do them in all different colours.
Kitty wall shelf.
Yeah. Put them into a stud. Or not a stud. Yeah, a stud. Put them into a stud. Make sure it's studded. Because otherwise, will you let me stroke you? Why are you in such a bad mood? Literally, honestly, literally a moment ago, you were like, I was laying on the bed, came up and cuddled up to next to my head, and now there's this.
Now you might as well be dead.
Utter contempt. Hello there, David. How are you? What are your temps? Illinois, we are 80. We're in Illinois. Yeah. So we're at 82. Is it 80 right now? Jeez. Yeah, we're in Illinois, so it's 80. Are you trying to get out the way of the camera? Oh, I know. There was some goofy stuff. Yeah. Good shit. That's right, there's needle in this thing.
I can't look so unhappy though. That's something to
My goodness. Eat some of that to calm down. Oh, I don't do well with heat. I say this every time we live in the summer. I don't do well. I don't like it. I don't mind warm, but when it feels like the heat is trying to smother you, no. It is. It is that warm. For someone from the UK, it's warm enough. You went that quick. We're in a country we don't have AC. It's another thing. Right. Let's on it. What, the catnip or? Hello. Autumn is great. It's spring and autumn. They're the liminal times. transition. Great. They have a cat, but you're not allowed to keep. Well, it's catnip for humans, technically. Now, we're doing. What are we doing? We're doing readings. 120 is rough. It gets to like 110 here. The Germanic seers. Well, I don't know them personally because, well, they did. But yeah, I know some of them. I know of some. Um, yeah, but I mean, I don't know what you want to know, really. Um, hello, Cristiano. Now, so I'll do an announcement. I'll
Please.
do an announcement. We're doing readings, and if you'd like a reading, chat stuff, readings are a minimum of $11.11. You can tip by Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Link is in the link tree. Please remember to leave a username and a question if you have one. Also consider following my other platforms that are in the link tree also. And for more extensive forms of readings and other such things, including merchandise, there is a website also. Remember, all of you, that I will never reach out to you in DMs or otherwise to offer readings. That is not the way that readers work. They've never worked that way.
Also, we ain't got time for all that.
I ain't got time.
Like,
I haven't
who in
got
the
time.
world,
Who's got time to write?
like, run after you?
No, I'm here if you need me. That's it. And so, yeah, don't
Yeah,
be
no
duped
time
by
for
any, except no imitation.
Except no invitation.
That's the fizz. The fizz got me there.
Sir.
Unique divination technique. There was also there was the reading of offal, which was practiced widely in the ancient world. Not so much now due to its ethical view. It's very messy. Um, yeah, but I should imagine also forms of divination. You see, the thing is that we look for divination in things, don't we, in the modern world today? What we do, we have tarot cards, we have runes, we have pendulums, Ouija boards, and all such. People in the ancient world, they didn't have distractions like we do now, apart from fire. Fire was a distraction, and yet fire was a form of divination. So was smoke. So was watching clouds or the weather, the ocean, watching certain animals, how they behave, while contemplating the question, the outcome. These are all forms of divination. You probably do so yourself. You go for a walk, and ask, ask, just outwardly ask the question as you go on the walk, see what you see. You know, see how the weather turns, see which way the trees lean and creak, see what animals you come across your path and how they interact with the landscape around you. All such things can be used as a form of divination. Oh, there he is. He's here. Hello, Pickle. Come here. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't think that way. Move over, you finish up. Go on, I think it. Bing is in his rightful place. That's Freddie. Do you want something? Oh, yes. Yeah, go for walkabouts. It's always good. Don't go for walkabouts if you live like in the Rocky. Don't just be like, I'm going for a mystical walk, and because you can't blame a bear for eating you if you just wander into its mouth. So, have a little bit of your happy. There you go. So, yeah, like if you go walk about the stop. I don't feel like I have to say that. It's kind of obvious if you're going to walk. I'm not responsible for people walking about, but on this app, if you don't say anything like that, people are like, why do you warn people? Nowadays, everybody needs to sign on it. Right, let's begin, shall we? Kaylee, what do my guides need or want me to know? Car insurance?
Who you are
New Elwynn. Extended warranty? Oh, no, don't you beat him up. You're a bully. Go. All right, my little love. Don't you worry about that. He's nasty. The nasty because he's gone now.
All right, baby.
Right. All right.
Oh dear.
What? In a moment, you can see him as well. He's going mental. Right. It's too hot. I can't think. Are you okay? How are you?
I'm tired.
Yeah, you start me off as well.
Bye.
No one told me raising small people was this bloody exhausting. It's not exhausting. It's after about 5 years it starts to get you. Like every day. Every day. By that point, it's too late. You've already decided to have another one.
We're stuck.
I wouldn't say stuck. It's a privilege and a joy, and I love it. But at the same time, we I'm such mood. My toddler is feral. Feral children are the best, but they are the most difficult. However, I was a feral child, and my childhood was much better for it. I was always running around naked, climbing trees. And that was only last Thursday. Now, Kaylee, the Page of Pentacles is reversed, the Nine of Wands, the Two of Cups reversed, and the Four of Swords reversed. Disappointment. You're making excuses for someone here. The Page of Pentacles reversed. Making excuses. It's a way of absorbing the shock of something. Oh, well, thank you very much. Right. And- um, the Nine of Pentacles, Wands. Sorry, that was a joke. It's a joke. Just looking at it. The Nine of Wands is all right. The Nine of Wands is heat, joy. It's almost that which you've told yourself. You're trying to make excuses. Someone has asked, not asked, someone has shown their true self in this way. And what you are being asked, however, is not to disillusion yourself. There's that part of you that you say, it's a schmixy. Fair enough. That's a fair enough. Now, this the Two of Cups reversed and the Four of Swords reversed. That is, you're being asked not to put fake forms of hope or motivation for you. You're being asked to allow the cold truth to kind of seep in. Because it's a quick pain as opposed to a short pain, a longer drawn out pain. Why? Honestly, you're in two states here. I'll be completely honest with you. There are two states. You give yourself a sense of hope, but in order to give yourself a sense of hope means painting a falsehood about someone. You know what I mean? Painting a veneer over what someone is, and that's just giving a part of you away to make something easier, and that's not really the way to do it. That's not really healing for you, but it also feels like healing. You know what I mean? It's like it's much easier to do. It feels easy. It's very easy to slip into. You're being asked, don't disillusion yourself to this. Allow it to be, yes, a very cold, hard truth. But within those cold, hard truths, we learn to shoulder them. And by shoulder, what's that? We learn to shoulder. Is that us? What is
Hear
that?
it?
Yes,
On my headphones?
yes, just then I heard something.
Oh, you don't want to know.
It looks fun, whatever it was. So yeah, that sense of shouldering a burdening a truth, and it's hard. But there's this kind of wanting to slip back in, wanting to slip back into this kind of thing of like, well, I'm just going to tell myself this. No, don't tell yourself this because you deserve better than that. All right. I hope that helps. Yes. What? Are you all right? Are you with me beyond? Oh, your cards unhelpful? Yes, certainly. Um, TX Valkyrie, General Dealer's Choice. Okay, no worries. Um, I'm gonna stick with these cards. Hello there. Let's have a look. See what we have here. The heat throws me off, you know. Hello, Lunafire. Which one is this?
Divination.
Oh, that was a good one. I thought. I thought. I am. Honestly, I've only just got here, really. The devil is reversed. Judgment. Eight of wands is reversed, but the Queen of Pentacles shows through. The devil being reversed here. Hello. Um, the devil being the other one I don't. The devil being reversed here. Um, it's almost the base forms of something are being hidden from you. They have not yet come to full light. There is a sense of empowerment that you are overlooking. This comes from another person. Judgment is within that form, right? Judgment is many things. It's a bit of a strange one, this form of judgment, the flaming trumpet, which is presumably something of a angelic thing. But nevertheless, um, judgment here, it's almost judgment of other people, how people assess. Now we try very hard. Hello, everyone. We try very hard to pretend that people don't judge. However, the human brain is made to make judgments and assessments, and people do. Um, there's a sense of someone is overcritical of your work, and therefore you hide it. In a sense. You know what I mean? Where are you going now? Get in bed. It's just a window. Leave it alone. Come on. What is it? What does your solo people see? You're weird. Right. So, um, it's fine. It's fine. You've never seen him so animated. Right. So other people, a sense of judgment, criticism in some way. But it's more, I want to talk more about you because there is this sense of hiding you. We have this here in the way of blockages. Blockages is the big word for you right now. Blockages. The Queen of Pentacles. Hmm. It is your goal. It is what you want. Financially speaking, there is that which you want success, this sense of an achievement. Now, as we see here, we have the kind of early autumnal presence within the card, a long drawn out journey, one that is not easy. There is something ahead of you that you wish to do, but the problem is here there is a warning it comes. A piece of the self will be put in harm's way because some things require our attention, our action, constant. Constantly maintaining and nurturing something, after a while can stop you getting touch and base with who you are. You know what I mean? That's very much the frequency of radio. The hangman. It all comes down to a struggle with something, breaking a cycle, a repeating pattern of something that seems to re-emerge or re-show itself almost annually in some way, and yet something sticks. For you, there is a breaking of the cycle, but it does create a lot of hard work. There will be a lot of sacrifice in order to obtain what you want. The devil reversed doesn't feel right. It feels like a lack of confidence. Hmm. One that's been there for a long time. I hope that helps. Who's next, mother?
Well, I could tell you. It's Lynn Smith.
Lynn Smith. Lynn Smith. Just anything my guides need me to know. We're not going to use these ones again. Are you okay? Are you now? Are you? Is your curiosity been satisfied, my dear?
Don't worry, Crystal Lolo. Joy is from like 3 lives ago. We don't know who Joy John McGill is.
No, they didn't actually leave their username.
Yeah, so we don't know who they
And
are.
they paid for a reading and they buggered off and they never came back.
So we're just waiting.
We're just waiting for them
Okay,
to
they
one
may
day
come
they'll tell them
back.
like, "Hey, I got a reading from you." We're like, "Oh, I remember you." It's there when they want it.
Never let it be said we aren't honest people.
Try to be. People do make it hard. You enjoy happiness. It's pretty deep. It's deep for me. Oh, I'm not in the mood for deep right now. Let's keep things lighter if we can. I mean, I'll go deep if you need me to. That's wrong. You know what I mean. The moon, the two of cups reversed again. Justice reversed. And the Queen of Wands reversed. Are these reversed or am I holding them the wrong way? It's a toss up, to be completely honest with you. Right, something is hidden. The moon, secret, hidden. And there's no pulling punches here, it's hidden. Okay. So oftentimes I'm like, oh, well, things of the self or, emotions. No, something is being hidden from you, directly from you, hidden. The Two of Cups is reversed. This goes alongside the moon naturally. Why? Because it speaks of the same thing. There is something that is not eye to eye, not level in some way. But why and how? Well, we have justice here, and we have the Queen of Wands. Justice is reversed, which is the perversion of justice, something that isn't fair to you. The Queen of Wands is reversed also. Intuition is what I find most to do with the associated with the Queen of Wands, because there's a little noosey boy. And so, you're very intuitive, aren't you, dear? Yeah, you're very intuitive, aren't you? Yeah. Right. Now, so anyway, um, what I feel this is, I'm sure I'm putting them the wrong way. The World, the Page of Swords, and the Magician. Interesting. You are being asked to pull yourself out of something. He looks very annoyed, and I don't know why. I do know why. He needs his bickies, doesn't you, baby? He hasn't had his bickies yet. No, I want my bickies. I've got to go fill up your tub first. Good night to him, all right? Look at his little chin. Right, anyway, sorry. Um, the World, the Page of Swords, and the Magician. In that order. The World is that which is accessible to you, that which lay beyond the barrier of yourself. It is everything that can come to you and what you can come to. You had a message filtered claiming from you. What was that? A scammer? Yes, it was. I never reach out to people offering readings or any such thing. This is the only account that you can find me at. The Page of Swords is thought. There's a sense of wanting to move past something, to move out of something. Perhaps professional, something like that. The Magician. The Magician is all the capabilities and the tools that you have at hand. You have more going for you when it comes to making a leap of faith, in other words. There is more there to support you than where you are now. All of this, I don't feel that this is particularly personal life. I feel this is more to do with other people taking advantage. Um, Honestly, it feels like it's become a pattern, and you are being made aware of what that pattern looks like, how that pattern repeats itself. Mm. An opportunity is coming to you, one that I believe you should take up as it comes. But not yet. It's going to be a lot hotter before that. All right, there. I need a bath. It'd be a nice bath. We've got time, then. Mm.
Oh, that's a good podcast title.
What's that?
Look, it looks like a wiener.
That's every single title, a podcast title we've had. It's something to do with Wayne, because we're incredibly entertaining. Yeah. Mm. What you got? Oh, yeah. Who's next here? Christo Lolo. General Raid for Bones. All right, first Bones of the night. I've got them here. I'm going to need to put these on. I can't help it. I can't see it in the eyes. Look at them. We've got two piss holes in the snow line. That's better. Right, come on. I'm not old. I'm not that old. Did you like my picture? No, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is?
Mm-mm.
It's Miss Rachel fighting a crocodile. Look!
The world.
Yeah, she drew it on my picture. Miss Rachel fighting a crocodile. Why are you over? There's other things doing to jump into. You haven't actually jumped back into something. It is not simply grief. You may put grief on a little more. You don't really want You don't want to carry. You don't want to jump. Now there's been a reason good enough. And you kind of dance around the edges in a way of being like, oh, yeah, but I don't really want to. And don't. It doesn't need to be any. I mean about almost everything. There is, well, with self being on the outside, will begin in more thought, and will move across in the way of time. Here, there is love. There is the intrusion of love, the worry, the need to upkeep on things and to continually maintain. There is a fear and a pain that runs beneath. There is family that sits underneath this, keeping everyone happy, especially forms of friendship that also spread happiness that you also feel, yes, full. But there is so much else. There is a sense of strength. There is change of the past and getting into new ways of things. Finance, especially, forms of anxiety that come along with it, is a big thing. And it's like this whole thing. It's like I haven't got time for it. I haven't got time for some of these other things. Like I haven't got time. There are opportunities here where the ego, there is a sense of accuracy. There is clarity and truth and success. There is a sense of control. The fear branches out to these. However, it is a clear choice. Take control or not. You've had to make that decision. What it comes down to is that you are in a place where you aren't ready to fully heal from something. You're not fully ready to jump back in. You just want to stay in between. And to be completely honest with you, I think that's why. You don't want to fall back into a sense of responsibility of giving a shit. You don't. You shouldn't have to. It's not your place. No. I'm being completely serious. It's not your place to actually do that. You don't have to. No one says you have. Where you are right now is better. It's better for you because eventually you will want to heal. But you want to heal for you. And you shouldn't just heal and try and resolve things within yourself just because you've got to jump back into the fray. It's never a good enough reason. That's a forced form of healing. Forced forms of healing is what most people do. Why? Because other people depend on us. Because we've got to get stuff done. We haven't got time to sit and just feel how we want to feel. We have to get on with it. That's never good because it just blows up in our stupid face. So sit on the edge. Let other people take you out. Yeah, it's like, well, I think this primarily comes about because of that. This sense of you keep asking yourself, oh, I should be. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to do anything, to be completely honest with you. You just go by doing what you're doing, and one day you'll feel good enough, you'll feel better enough that you may decide, yeah, I want to do this for me. But until then, there is no pressure whatsoever to jump back into the chaos and the hectic stuff and giving yourself other responsibilities. No, none whatsoever. I hope that helps. He's so handsome. You, you're most welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I, they said I have an enchanting voice.
Yeah.
Why does that look? It's just an utter look of contempt coming from you. Like this, cover up the brand names. You can't show the brand names. Like, no, it's important. It's on the YouTube. You can't show brand names. Right. Rain showers. Had a very rough day and could use some guidance on my part. Certainly. We're gonna do things. I do have guided meditations on my YouTube. I also do book reading on my YouTube, but then I got very sick, so I had to put a pin in it. But the next chapter will be coming out. But I've got two chapters of The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett that I've read. I try and do the voices, but sometimes I get lost in what voices are what. Terry Pratchett does not write easy for people for voices. Um, yeah, but and other such things. So there you go. Let's have a look, Rangers. I'm going to do a bone reading. Sorry, I was drinking a fizzy pop. It's repeating on me quite bad. All right, look, look. I need these funny things. Right, self. The continuation of something, but it has become excessive. It's like yesterday was rough. Today just almost doubled itself. It's double stacked itself. But it doesn't feel the same as a normal thing, like just a shit sandwich. More than that. Finance here is at the head of it. There is opportunities and forms of success, but they are off to the side. They are not directly ahead of you. There is another person. There are forms of partnership, friendship, and stuff like this here, and it stands against this form of finance. Now, what I will say is that everything about this tells me that from a financial standpoint, things are going to get better for you. All right, and it's something's professional. It's driving me back. Yeah. Things are going to get better. There's going to be an influx in some manner. All right. Yeah. What was that? You see that massive flash of lightning? No. Right. Well, here. Hmm. Clarity, truth, forms of security, all found within that of the earthly basis. But fear, and forms of love also are found within the North Road, which is more of thought and air. Worry, primarily. Worry about something coming through in the form of success. Things are going a bit shit, yes, as you say. However, we have this barrier breaking up. And it is breaking up, but it's breaking up slowly. You know, it reminds me of in those old documentaries when they used to try and get to the Antarctic and they'd try and sell their boats, but then they have to sit and wait for weeks on end while the ice cracked and moved apart and they tried to chip their way through it. That's the kind of thing here. We're waiting for these pieces to crack apart and move away. What are they in relation? There is control, happiness, that which you try and keep up, communication. There is family, all right, or others. I believe it to be family, it could be others. Um, Here, strength, focus, all move away from the self because of the form of an intrusion carried on through that fear. Fears and the realizations of lead to frustration, and yet they are still not true. They're still not real. There is change coming, and it is not due to that which you fear. A pain sits upon choice. The ego and the mind have it. They grapple with it. That is the frustration. You are being made to feel guilty when you are not guilty of anything. And yet, that is partly down to your mind and partly down to others. Hmm. It will pass. All things do, I know, but it will pass sooner rather than later. And that which you worry about most will not fully come into fruition. There's a lot of worry there, a lot of worry. Ooh, where are we now? Twisted Yogi 6. Hello. Oh my- hmm. What did you ask here? Is he the one or am I meant to be alone? Let you in on a secret. We are all meant to because that is how we come into this world. That is also how we're going to live, regardless of anything. Because another cannot inhabit this. You are alone in that sense. However, you choose whether or not you live alone. And that's completely. I will also say this. Isn't it remarkable how there are so many more people on this planet, and yet the one is harder and further away to find nowadays than it once was before? It's a simple reason, and one that no one really wants to admit to. People didn't throw things away. Okay. I know it's an outdated way of thinking, but it's true. You had value in things, objects, people, places. And so therefore when they broke, you fixed them, you cared for them, you maintained them. People don't know how to do that. They really don't. And so when something is broken, what do? You throw it away and you go and get an identity. People are like that. Long time ago, people knew. One is a false. Not because the one doesn't exist. It is the idea. What the one is. The one is the perfect price, and the perfect location, with the perfect amount of rooms, and every one of them has an ensuite bath. And yet, that doesn't work like that. Everything that comes to us only has true value once we work. The Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Page of Cups. The Empress is the self. It is a sad situation here, because when the Empress comes up oftentimes in love with, to be completely honest with you, what it says is that there is a conflict. Just like chess in many ways. The Queen can move anywhere she bloody likes. The King can move one at a time, and however, once the King is taken, you win the game. Doesn't seem fair to me. It's very similar in this sense. Giving so much of yourself and yet getting less in return has become something you don't even know. You just expect it. It just is something that is. This is another reason why it is difficult to assess who is true in your life when it comes to love. The Queen of Pentacles. Having value in yourself is something that you need more of, but you cannot wait for another person to tell you that value or give you that value. It doesn't work like that. You must declare. You must tell them. Some will not like it, others will. It is those who help. When you tell someone how much you're worth, what you feel you are truly worth, and they look at you and say, no, you are worth more, that's the one. That's the one. The Two of Wands is the conflict in another person in the way of love. The Page of Cups is emotional unavailability, for it is reversed. Their emotional state is reserved, mature, but only on the surface. There is a fear of exposure. You wish to find the one, look in the mirror, and then find someone for that person. Instead of not. Find someone who can love that person as much as you are capable of loving yourself. It is the only way. I hope that helps. And, right, Whitestone Tarot. Oh my bloody neck.
Hey, Britt Louise, how are you, honey?
Oh, very fizzy. Whitestone Tarot. The new opportunity. What does the road ahead look like? Reader's choice, please, and thank you. Hello. You're most welcome. Get back on there. Stop it. Oh, the King of Vessels was the heron fell out, nudging at my elbow. So, the King of Vessels, the heron. Emotional forms of predicaments, fight or flight responses, but when it comes to life, In other words, do I stay or do I go? Do we move or do we wait? The preemptive. The heron sits and waits for its prey to come to it. It is a master fisher. And it is still. It is quiet. It has learnt to do so. It allows the current to take what is needed to it. It does not splash about searching for it, trying further downstream, for it knows all things that it desires come to it in time. The point. The heron right there is that. No reversals with these cards. The eight of stones, skill, the ancestor, the nine of arrows, dedication. The skill tells you that you are a master of waiting, that you ply it through life, and although you may be impatient, it has not failed you so far. Yes, waiting is hard, but it is the only way to guarantee that what comes to you is true and yours, and is strong. The ancestor here is that in the way of a form of teaching, and there is dedication that follows. The ancestor, the nine of arrows, is dedication. You carry that of the responsibility of the elder. You are the judge. You are the teacher. You are the mother. And because of this, it is a burden. It is one that you will carry on and that therefore one that will grow as well. Trust me, I know. I started my career as Father Toad, the village witch. Before you know it, everyone came to me with every kind of bloody problem. It's what happened. The Son of Life and the Ace of Arrows, in the breath of life, means that there is transition and change ahead. Someone here, not you, partner perhaps, finds a sense of courage in some way, takes a stand, and does something that's entirely unpredictable, but entirely for themselves. It's almost as though they are fulfilled and a spark of overflowing passion just happens. Creativity. It's amazing. The Ace of Arrows, the breath of life, is that which is needed. You are that. You are that you may work through them. Why? To make change. There is movement. There is transition. Physical transition. That is what is ahead for you. I hope that helps. How's the editing going?
Huh?
I thought you was asleep.
Me too.
You thought you was asleep. He was. Oh, he is very cute. Right, where are we?
What is the reality?
You're most welcome.
Okay.
Tell you, what is the reality? The word reality makes a little part of us, all of us, every single one of us, shrink down a bit because it has negative connotations. Reality is boring. Reality is taxi and granola. That's not true. Reality is different for every single person. And we share realities as well, yeah. However, to you, for facing what a reality is, does not mean it will remain that way. Reality is always changing. What we know now, we never knew before. And what we knew before, we've completely far exceeded what we ever thought possible or believed to be true about the world around us. Reality changes just as much as the imagination. You see, yours has changed. The ground falls from under you. There is transition. in a big way. Where's my ear gone? Oh, it's right. The Page of Pentacles. Look at it. A form of self-analysis. That which is in your reality, there is judgment. That upon the self as well as others. But once again, what I mean by your reality is what you take on. You take responsibility for the actions of others, or it is easier to forgive others, isn't it? If you take on the responsibility of their wrongdoing. It has become a pattern, but that is not reality. That is not true. You allow judgment is reversed in this manner for that reason. The Tower reversed for that reason. And the King of Pentacles reversed for this reason. When it comes to love, at what point did someone convince you that love is only about sacrifice? Because it is not. It is actually a lot more than just sacrifice. It's only a very small part of it. Other people are responsible. And yet, in a way, there has been a past where you suffer, where you burden that which others do for love. I will ask you this now. How's that played out? Good, is it? Safe? Warm? No, no, it's not. As much as you may love someone, you will find that in this life, people are scared. And so, therefore, you try to take on their responsibilities, try to take on their blame, their burdens, and forgive them for whatever. And what happens? They let you. Of course they let you. Everyone's right running around pretending like they know what they're doing. You know it. A balance needs to be restored here by breaking that of a myth. The Emperor stands upside down next to the Two of Pentacles. The reality of something here is that you must take a completely hands off approach in almost everything. Reel back completely. There is things happening right now around you, and other people are going to suffer. Why? It's like a serpent with many heads, snaking out down between streets, between people, seeking out those who are in need of venom to remind them. Why should you carry a mark that is meant for another? So the reality is that you are completely innocent, you are completely free. You are able to love freely. That is a reality. You will not let yourself believe it. You, I hope that helps. I think you just got here. So if you just got here, that fucking sucks for you. But it's on YouTube. Oh, I'm tired, mother.
Oh
And
boy.
now I'm sweating. It's all right. Don't worry. We're recording it on the YouTube. Just go back there and watch. It's literally, if you go on there right now, it's live. Just go back, go back to the start of that reading. You'll see it. What was yours? It just happened. Just go on YouTube and watch it there. It's recorded. It's fine. Someone get him a fan. I have books. I have the cards. Right, where are we now? The Lunar Fireworks, Reader's Choice. Got some great news. Happy. Happy. Yeah, thank you. Right, Lunar Fire. Right, things moving out of the way. You have come through this. You are now going through this. This is better than this. But there are still a few things ahead. There has been transition that you have had to move for yourself. There is the effort of putting yourself out there has become very difficult. There is a sense of control and love that applies to that in the way of job, work, possibly study, criminal work. Here, there is friendship, there is happiness. All these things have been built around you to help you, and they have been a good standing point to get through. And now we have pain that runs over the opportunity, intrusion of the past, doubt in this way. Strength is there, but it falls at the wayside, and yet motivation, intuition, creativity, choice. There's always the choice of what we do. Your choice, there has been courage. And in this sense, courage has paid off. You come through this now at the edge, of the peripheral of what you are. There is anxiety ahead. However, it is good. This is success. There is here spirit and there is mind. There is unity and clarity. Finally, you are seeing a way through the forest. You're seeing light. You're seeing movement. Things are easier not just for you but for others as well. There is passion. There is focus. There is healing. There is fear regarding others, like in the way of family. This is external and does not include you. Do not get involved with the fear of others, the worry of others, when there is nothing you can personally do. Do not go out of your way too much to try to help that. You are on a way. Do not fall off the way. Right. Freedom. You know that. Know that. Oh, how does it go like this hot all of a sudden? What's wrong with the country? Oh, it's school, education. Wow, that's fantastic. Congratulations. I mean, translation. This one is either educational work. This way is either knowledge or it can also mean a large sum of money. So, yay! That's fantastic. And congratulations. I'm very proud of you. Well done. That's awesome. Right, where are we now? Oh, I'm there. Was you really? They were offered a scholarship as well. Are you reading?
No.
That's brilliant. The Lunar Fire Witch has was accepted into medical school
Oh, congratulations! That's so cool.
and was offered a scholarship also.
Wow.
Mm,
All right.
that's fantastic. Right, where are we? Oh, the question is, go and celebrate. Well, wait until tomorrow, then go and celebrate. It's fantastic. Right, well, that's better. Mhm. Erica Bones General. Are you there, Erica? And that, to be honest, that's my idea of a celebration. I've got to that age now where a nap is actually quite it's a celebration. Isn't it? Erica, is that you? Superpowers 85. I know naps are great. You know, highly underrated. Cats have the right idea. Sorry, I drank a Coca Cola and it's not just messing with me a bit. Now, yes, okay. So, Bones General. Let's have a look. It's all right. We found you. Don't worry about it. What are you talking about with the cat? Exactly. Honestly, the thought of going out drinking, there's being sociable, there's the public aspect, there's also the drinking. It sounds exhausting to me nowadays. I used to like going out for a drink and stuff. We're not really those people as much anymore, are we?
Mm-mm.
I think the plague done that to a lot of people. Right, where are we here? Well, there is the self, and it's situated on some form of finance, all right, in some manner. Finance you are almost on top of. You are also at the start of the Eastern Road here, which is a great place because it means the beginning of something. This is not the end of a journey, but the beginning of one for you. There is security. There is a doubt regarding something. Wait, is it a doubt? I don't know. Let's investigate more. We have happiness, hmm, and then we have family. I do believe it is family because you're very close. It's not just other people or friendship, but it's family. Now, what we have here is the bent nail, the hobnail underneath, is often um, doubt or turned upwards like this. Oftentimes, the way it's linked is forms of toxicity and cycle. In other words, forms of self sabotage or toxic cycles that we may get into. Some form. It compromises that in the way of security. But why is it there? Well, there is a sense of courage coming ahead. And I believe the financial matter here is that which will help resolve it. There is communication in this way. There is a sense of control and opportunity, as though there is a chance coming. You're most welcome. Um, this it feels like a chance to finally air, a chance to put something right in some way, but also to break a habit cycle in some way. I don't feel it is your own self sabotage, but another person, perhaps family related, who has a knock on effect. There's a way of airing this and finally getting this sort of result. It doesn't. Oh, I'm near the Morrigan. I know this. Anyways, so I used to play this on the tin whistle. This here is intrusion in the form of love that stands next to it, right? There is strength and there is also intuition, and they go in different ways. Intuition pulls towards the intrusion of thought, the strength pulls away from it, and there is a constant kind of pull and push in some way over the intrusive thought and what is known, and then the strength of the will of minds to ignore it. Here, the past meets with a fear. There is a truth of almost of that. connected to something regarding love or something like this or family, is the fear of it repeating itself, this anxiety and pain that runs through it. Healing is very much a part of it, but it says almost as though you've come off of that, come back to that, rejoin that. Okay, this is a good time that this is going to be happening for you as well, because there is transition that leads you from a financial point, kind of propels you forward in ways that perhaps you hadn't even considered. There is friendships, something about you being closer with someone as well, success and passion all around this line here, which is really nice. All right. Um, yeah, there you are. That's it. That's your small onions. Oh, that's it. Where is the boy? He's like hiding today. Move back a bit. What does that mean? You're most welcome. Sorry, I was talking. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what. Someone was putting images in my head. I weren't my brain. He's so tired, bless him. It's these funny days now. There's a lot of stuff to look at and do. Right, on YouTube, Maria Garcia. Deities, if possible. Tarot. We'll try that. Deities, I don't really do on the lives, but we can try. Yeah. How do you learn to read bones? Well, I've got one on osteomancy that I'm going to be doing for the patron. Um, coming up. Uh, is that right? It is right. I meant to film it today. I filmed half of it and then got waylaid. Well, obviously, I just, the concentration broke and I went off on one. But I'm going to try again tomorrow. Ah! Sorry. It's all right. That happens sometimes. All right. Maria Garcia, let's have a look here. Easiest way for you to purchase a reading. On the website, we have a website in the link tree, theantlercrown.com or antlercrown.com. You go on there, you go into shop, and they'll have all the readings and the merch that we do there. And you'll get a personalised reading from me that you just fill out what the prompt's telling you to there, and then you'll have it. Right. The Queen of Swords is reversed, the Eight of Wands, and then we have Temperance. Temperance has a big part to play in this, for you are being asked to remain strong. Why? I do not know, but it feels that temperance has its main role to do with something in the way of a deity. You ask for a deity, and the deity that honestly it feels okay up is in the form of a feminine form. It is also a dark form. It is that of power. It is not firm somewhere. It is also the key. I'm seeing a key, so I'm presuming you can't. The Queen of Swords is oh, by then, Queen of Swords is reversed here. So in the way of thought, there's too much of something, and there's a defeatist attitude that keeps playing around in the head. And it's a bit weird. It's almost like it's
Oops, sorry.
it's a little voice that keeps playing in the way of the intrusive thought. You have to beat this. You're being asked to remain strong in some way. Okay? Um, Temperance here is to do with it. Temperance naturally that in the way of willpower. It is a form of negativity. Um, it's because of circumstance, I feel. I feel it's more to do with that. There is another person as well. It feels like a female, a living female. They're older. They're older, but they snipe. Their words, they're, they're just this. But after a while, you kind of like, you get tired of having to. That's the exhausting thing about people like that. It's not that what they say hurts you. It's that you have to always be prepared to reflect or prepare yourself for what is exhausting. The Queen of Wheels, the Nine of Wands, and the Three of Swords. This person is going to have a change in their life. It is not brought about anything other than their circumstances and the choices that they've made in their life. There is no retribution in this form, only one that you can gladly watch. The Queen of Wheels is them, and they are the spinner of the web. I like that. The Nine of Wands is the hardship that someone close to them, feels like a child or something like this, is about to endure. They are going to make it worse, though, however, in the form of the Three of Swords, for they are not going to help. Things are going to backfire. Yeah, very much dark goddess aspect there. Some way. Nice. Oh, mind you. I hope that is. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting the face pains again, mother. Oh, yeah, yeah. Right, who's next here? What's this? What are you doing here? That's weird. Well, you've zoomed into yours. You've gone into your Zoom usually. That's how that happens. Right,
Babe,
yeah.
anytime I bring that, you're not accepting anyone new tips.
We're not accepting any more new tips.
So if you've already done it, you're good.
You're good if you've already done it, she said.
Like that, no more.
Yeah, because I'm tired and my face hurts. It does. Why are you laughing? It hurts. I keep getting random burning pains all over my body. Ah, like that. What? Is there anything nice in there?
No. It's healthy.
Right, anyway. Sorry, I'm so childish. Sometimes you drive me. All groceries, there's nothing in there. You just get good healthy things from me. Although it's good. Anyway, Jojo Road. The path after this person, I think I was lied to a lot. This sounds an awful lot like Darth Barb. Shouldn't be saying the name of things on YouTube, should I?
No, shush.
I've already said the name of that popular fizzy soda brand. I think I've screwed ourselves a bit. We'll have to delete this one afterwards. Best way. Right. Just going to turn some of these around because I'm sick of I usually get to do it. I didn't get to do it. Oops. You keep the lights in the storm. And the down storm. Can you turn this one up a little bit? Okay. I stopped listening to Dumpy Bar as much because honestly, it kind of makes me miss things. It's stupid, isn't it? Because, right, just the changing seasons of England, there's nothing like it anywhere else in the world. Now, three of batons. There's a sense of a struggle here. You feel that you've been lied to a lot. The path after this person, you said. I'll be honest with you. This honestly feels like a third wheel here, a third person. this, you see this, the three rabbits. It's like, oh, where did you come from? I think you're being like the five of coins, as we know, is a hard time. It's difficulty in this way. Whatever way you look at it, difficulty. Okay? A struggle. Now, what comes from this? The seven. Oh, it's really nice. Hello, baby. The seven of swords. The seven of swords here is, well, look at it. It's vanquishing a little tiny dragon. Although, to be completely honest with you, if you look at that dragon, look at it. You wouldn't try and look at the size of it. It's like a dog. It's like a corgi with wings. I'd be like, oh my goodness, I'm taking you home with me. But whatever, never mind that. He's vanquished you. He decided to chop his fucking head off. But the point being is that is you, Severin. That is you. Where are you going? It's just someone delivering groceries. Calm down. God. Anyway, the nine of coins. The nine of coins is what comes about from it. Look at this. Oh, hello there. Oh, hello. What are you drinking? I'm drinking me. It's all the choice with me. Oh, so am I. I love it. I really love it. The point there about is that good things follow when you do what you know you need to do, when you follow your intuition. One of the worst things about intuition is it's always in there. When people lie to you, you know that. And you have to just pretend. You're like, oh, that's it. It's just the way it is. But after a while, when you start to follow your intuition, you upset people. And people stay away from you. Why? You don't trust yourself enough, but you know it's there. This is the point. People stay away from you when you start to trust your intuition, you start to act on it because they know they can't get away with it. And it scares them. You end up feeling quite lonely. But eventually, what happens is people who stay by the truth, they've got nothing to hide. It cancels itself out. Yes. But, however, good things follow. In the Nine of Pentacles, good things follow. So I'm sorry for those of you. You coming up? Coming in. Keep going. Precious little Cersei. Can I get a reading? Yes, you can. Last reading really helped me when I was in a dark place, and I just wanted to say thanks again. You're most welcome, and I'm glad. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah. There you are. Those won't help. Those won't help. They'll help. What's the matter, baby? Have they gone now? Let's say the person has gone who's delivering the stuff. There is now no one at the door.
All right, I'll bring the groceries in.
All right. Well, we'll lock them in because they want to go outside because it sounds fun outside. All right. Let's have a look at it. Hmm. The devil, the wheel of fortune, the ace of pentacles, and the six of cups is reversed. These are all very calm. Very good. Hang on a minute. Quite calm. Oh, can't take me anywhere. Yeah. Got a straw. Still dribble. Right, anyway. The devil. Hang on. other thrifty bits. I don't like it. It was like some thrifty bits. Yeah. The devil. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Uh, what these two actually mean are really good things. Because the Wheel of Fortune and the Devil together, it's all about taking risks, right? It's taking risks that pay off. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Coins, right? The Ace of Coins is the biggest in the forms of material wealth, income, and something. It's also that which is achieved, it's abundance, and what comes from it, being happy. Now, this therefore means, along with the Six of Cups that are reversed beneath it, the Six of Cups, if you look carefully, is all full of, well, each one of those cups are full of different kinds of things: destitution, plague, famine, um, all manner of fears and worries. Reversed. I don't know why there's a little wizard there when you look at it. Anyway, this is reversed. It means that there is something that you accomplished here that is great, wonderful, that is fantastic by taking a risk. It feels like you're grappling with something. Should I, should I not? You know, there are dangers in some manner. Uh, there's a lot of like restarting something, doing something from it, but there is also a great sense of accomplishment that comes, and all those things, those realizations of fear, no longer happen. Well, the world is reversed, but the Pope is there. So the Pope and the world reversed. It is not travel. I'll say that much. It's not travel because the world is reversed. It wouldn't be the expanse of new things or something like that. So what is it? Some form of an investment, something in the way of doing something. It seems kind of scary, but whatever it is, the Five of Wands, conflict, inner conflict, it could be school. Uh, the Ace of Cups is reversed from this. Um, Emotionally checking out on something. Could be school. Could be school. I feel there's something else though that comes from it. Something bigger than that. But I can't see what it is because it's too fucking hot. I don't do well under heat. Seven of Wands is reversed. A moral standpoint, a victory. Other people losing, other people missing out on something, expediting themselves. Yeah. You very much going against the grain, going against what other people want or what other people expect you to do seems to benefit you in some way. I hope that helps. Oh, neither. Where are we? Michaela S. I want to know if it's time for me to move on from a guy I've been seeing or if something is going on and I should just stick around for a bit longer. Hello there. You're most welcome. It's not even that hot yet. It's just this has been the second hot day so far, but it's enough. I'm done. That's it. We get 2 weeks here. We get 2 weeks where it's just like this is not bad. It's a little bit chilly, but it's good. The sun's shining, and then cook everything. I had my frog tongue has been put away because honestly the heat crept up on me today. I was fine yesterday, and it was fairly warm yesterday. But I was fine yesterday. Okay, so Move on from something. Now here's the thing, this looks like the someone. There is the 10 of Wands, and there is the moon reversed, right? So this says to me that this person is carrying a lot of stuff, yeah, and it's kind of eh, they're carrying stuff, but at the same time, they're open about that stuff, which makes it harder because it's like, well, yeah, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff. Like, it's not emotional baggage as much. It's just like they're carrying a lot of things, a lot of problems. There is this kind of on-off thing with them, and hanging around is getting frustrating. It hurts also because it's like, okay, here we go. Oh no, we don't. It's a bit like skydiving, you know. Imagine if they just said to you like, okay, now jump, and then just as you was about to jump, you plucked up the courage. It's like, oh no, no, wait, actually, wait, not yet. No, go. No, I'll change my mind again. We're gonna just give it 10 minutes. You in the end, you'd be like, fuck it, I don't want to jump anymore. You know what I mean? That's the feeling. This sense of oh, um, and after a while, you just kind of numb to it because you're like, oh, building up, and then it's the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Wands is reversed. The Two of Cups means that there is good connection. There is good connection when the connection's there. It's fantastic. Then there is this kind of going away and coming back, and then we have this, which is this very caring, very nurturing sense from the Six of Cups, which is very nice, and it's about emotionally sharing things as well. It's like, oh, great, this is fantastic, and then boom, gone. The Two of Wands reversed. Um, off. It's weird. Um, I'm getting frustrated just by feeling, by viewing it. I'm getting frustrated because it's like there is genuine connection. There is a good kind of, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, what kind of a psychopath are you? Honestly, like what? I'll tell you now. They have all the gear and no idea. All the gear, everything can tick all these boxes. I'm this, I'm this, and this. No idea. Four of Cups. In other words, like many people in this world, on paper, you on paper, people are accountable. Oh, they're reliable, they're dependable. When it comes to the proof of the pudding is in the eating, all of a sudden they're, yeah, I don't know if I want to commit to this. I don't know. And then all of a sudden these little things start showing. That's very much like that. That's their Four of Cups is showing. Uh, healing, forms of commitment. There is such a deep want of commitment in this person and a fear of it at the same time. It's weird. It's like swimming with sharks. Oh, I want to swim with sharks so badly. And then you're like, oh no, actually, I can't do that. That's terrifying. It's reversed because it's almost as though healing, wanting to heal, wanting to have what is right there is too difficult. You are making the choice. The emperor is taking them away from that choice, taking it out of their hands. If honestly, I'll be completely honest with you, if you walk away from this person, they will pursue you. They will come round to you because they don't want you to go. But the problem is, they honestly can't commit either. It's got nothing to do with you. It's got to do with them. They, they're a leaf in the wind. You know what I mean? And to them, there is this fear of someone taking a leaf, pinning it on a board or something. It's too different. It's too strange for them. And the idea is lovely because they get lonely, but you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. There's a lot of people out there like that. Oh, I wish I had someone. And then I get so lonely. And then they realise they want their own captain board, their own space. They don't want to. It's like, well, you can't have space. So, yeah, all's in your court there. But it's not your place to help someone get over whatever it is. I hope that helps. Where are we? T Rexes. Oh no, reverse. No. Come here. Anyway, um, almost well. T Rexes, are you there? Dealer's choice. You are. All right. Let's have it. Okay. All right. I think it's because sometimes I don't pull my pencils with T Rexes. I think the last reading was that. So. No, you hadn't disappeared. I saw that you were there, but I didn't see that you were there lately. Does that make sense? Okay, let's have a look. What do we have here? We have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, first reverse, and the Hierophant. Okay, firstly, let's go into this. Let's talk about it, right? Because this is you. This is you trying to find that purpose, that thing, because you need it. That's it there. Look at it. He's like, I got my own fucking fish. He flies off into the sky with his tail. That's you. All right. I know, but it is. It's you because that's the sense that you're trying to find your fish. You're trying to find that balance of what you want. And last time, as you know, you went off balance there, and it started to hurt you. It started to hurt. Take that on, you know. And you want that balance. You want that which is passionate for you, but also that you are making a difference in. You want that form of also structure. But what? The Ace of Pentacles in the form of reverse financially, obviously. And then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which means that there is still time. I will tell you, and you've heard me tell other people this, but you never apply it to yourself. So I have to tell it to you. You don't need a purpose. Human beings don't need purpose. Nothing living ever needed a purpose. Right? We scrabble around so quickly because we're told you've got to have a purpose. You've got to do something. You've got to do something. You can't just do nothing. You've got to do something. You need a purpose. You need someone to write. You need someone to assess your work. Mm. Bullshit. Cups, saucers, computers, glasses, pens, all these things, tarot cards, all these have a purpose because they are inanimate objects that we do. We place a value. We do not place a value on living people, or at least we're not supposed to. And definitely we're not supposed to place the value on ourselves. And by trying to find a purpose, or worse, feeling worthless because we do not have one, is like dark magic. That's it. That's dark magic. Like people talk about, oh, it's dark magic. No, it's not dark magic. It's not dark magic. The stuff that is on the side of dark. The worst magic, darkest magic that there is that which is pumped into you 24/7 in this whole world, everywhere you look. You are not good enough. You are not good enough unless you have this, unless you do these, unless you do that, unless your car is up to date. Unless you have a purpose, unless you serve others, unless other people think of you highly. Anything I think people will think of me highly. Every time I say, "What do you do?" I'm a witch. You want how? I'm going to go over here and talk. Yeah, you go right. Bye then. But it's true. I don't give a shit. I stopped giving a shit long ago what people thought of me because they didn't think much. And when I stopped giving a shit, loads of people turned around and went, you know what, I think you're really cool, you're amazing. And I thank you so much for what you do. And I'm like, oh, shit, look at that. Because all of a sudden I stopped listening and I stopped giving a shit what other people thought. And then I stopped listening to what I thought I thought about myself. The Hierophant is that exactly. You are trying to find a purpose for yourself, but you value yourself differently. If you are in a place where you do not fully value yourself, then any kind of purpose you try to find for you to fit in is not going to be of value to you or others as much as you would deserve. So therefore, stop looking at that and look at your value. Look at your worth for you. Look at both of things. The Five of Cups. We hear forms of loss. Look at that which is lost. We tried so hard. There's no use crying over spilt milk. And, well, don't dwell too much on that. No, do dwell on it. Have a good look at it and think, I am still here. Don't think about what you still got, what you still got won't leave. Look at that which you stand to lose. Look at that which you don't. Look at that which you have lost. Because it is when we look at those, we look at the cold center of it instead of trying not to flirt around the edges. It's when we then realise that we fucked up. We fucked up because we were thinking about ourselves the wrong way. We saw ourselves in the light. We listened to what other people told us. And that's how we fucked up. But we don't learn unless we look at those things that we consider are a failure. They're not a failure to your spirit. There is no such thing as a failure to your spirit. When you have infinity stretched beyond you as a spirit, how can 70, 80 years of fucking up in one lifetime be a failure compared to a lifetime of eternity of trying to get it right? This, right there, the Six of Cups, is a form of nourishment. You go on, I will follow. Do not join in the race. No need to join in any form of race to go on in search of what others are. It's very tempting. Those people are doing this. These people have structure. There is a place for people here. Stop looking for your place. All you will be doing is joining a group of other people who are also looking. It takes great courage to stand out and say, I am completely by myself and I don't know where I fit in. I don't know who I am and what the fuck is going on. I say that quite a lot myself. I wake up most mornings and what the fuck's going on? Where am I? No idea. But honestly, you're never more found in yourself when you're there, when you admit this. Because the rest of the world hasn't got a fucking clue. I don't know. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Elon Musk. I don't care if you're fucking beggar who lives on the train. It doesn't matter. You wake up in the morning and part of you is just there all the time thinking, I haven't got a fucking clue what's going on. I'm just getting through. Whatever. No matter what you're worried. So just be honest. You never go. You will begin to see more results of who you can be rather than who you want. Yes, all right. I'll stop whispering on now. Thank you, dear. I just didn't want to put the shopping. Yeah. Thanks. Twix Tarot. Do you have a question? Almost. I expect nothing less. Do you have a question? No question. I'll do your bone reading. No, the readings are closed now. This is the last one for the night, but you can go to my website and I've got readings available there. It's in the link tree in my bio. There is the end of an old form. However, it's not just yours, it's related to another. Intuition is strong with you there, but I don't expect anything other than that. Your name is Tarot. Intuition is all part of you, part of you. So, what does it point to? Forms of finance. Here, money in this sense. There is also choice, clear decision. There is frustration caught between this and strength on the other. Doing that which is right by you and not what others may say. Doubt here, intuition on the other side. Lean into your intuition more, especially with this choice. There is happiness and opportunity on this side. There is a form of pain that comes from that frustration. However, that is all within the indecision and not within the decision. A hard decision, nonetheless, the ego plays upon it and makes it painful. Yet, there is security in forms of communication along the edge. We come back round this way. There is courage, focus. These forms of doubt linger, but nevertheless you will be proven right in your choices in some manner. Here, spirit. Spirit make you aware of an anxiety. The anxiety is also linked to the intuition. It is the thought that comes to this, the anxiety triggers it almost, and then therefore it's almost saying, you know this to be true because this is almost lends itself to it, becomes part of it, as though it's a trigger for it. Healing is ahead. However, there is a sense of taking control. There is fear, there is the intrusive mind, but there is success, as though you get past that. You get past that sense of worry. I said that there is another who is connected to you in this manner, and there is transition for them. It seems that you will also help with this. You will help them to surpass a pain in many ways. The love is there. It stands alone, but strong. There is friendship. There is partnership, unity here. This, the past, is long standing. There are others involved as well. They are further off. Family is a link in this manner. Mind is always with it. The past, however, is something that seems to be something that keeps replaying for you of late. No, I'm afraid the lists aren't open still. But the past is something that keeps replaying for you as late, almost as though the memories pop in. They will continue to do so, but I do not know why. It is almost as though you're being triggered in the form of a past circumstance that may repeat itself. Be warned that it will not repeat. It is just a fear that is replaying. I hope that helps. Make me that. Oh, thank you. Right. Are you all right? Right. If that's all, we're going to be off now. You're most welcome. Yeah, sorry, I didn't join you. All right, everyone. I'm exhausted. I love you all. Bye bye. I'm gonna go have a nice. Bye bye, everybody.
Oh, should I end the live on YouTube?
Yeah, that
Bye,
would be good.
YouTube.
Bye bye.